Hey all and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm Agent Mischief. Today we are going to do some stuff around Orzammar. I haven't played in a little bit. I was feeling kind of junky there for a week, so hopefully I remember all the moves and stuff. I remember what to do. So yeah, let's jump on in, shall we?
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Hello, small child.
You look like you're not from around here.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
My companion here is the senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Hell yes, we're gonna help her. She's so cute. She's our little fangirl.
Welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they
Do you mean my boy Zevron? Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Ooh, you have some prezzies. Do you have anything I can make me have more space? It's not really looking like it. I'll sell that. We're never selling that stuff. We'll sell that. Should probably buy that, but I don't have a ton of gold. A lot of silver, a lot of copper. Oh, we'll think about it. turn around, because it looks like there's some stuff over this way.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's huge.
It's neat.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Sorry, I was just leaving.
Stone guide your steps.
Wait, but when we don't get our quest. Never mind.
Did you wish to make an offering after all?
Was there something you wished me to do?
My son Ruck is missing in the deep roads. You seemed sympathetic. It would mean a lot to me to have him back safely, or even to recover his body for a proper funeral.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a deep roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by dark spawn that way.
We shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Don't get your hopes up. We could search the deep roads for decades with no sight of the boy.
Please,
Stab,
tell me as soon as
dude.
you return.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
There's so much to look at. That's why I got overwhelmed the first time I played this, and I didn't play for a while because I was like, there's so much to do. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm not ready to go dust down.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Your allegiance to Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
also has prezzies?
And so I shall.
Anything in here?
Oh, wonderful. A Dwarven tavern. I've always wanted to try some of their ale. I hear it's quite potent.
Hello, I saw some of you actually have names.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
What's a Shaperate?
It's the bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about Orzammar's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go.
Where can I find the Shaper of Memories?
He'd be in the Diamond Quarter. Pardon, the Nobles District. Upstairs from here, however you call it.
Is there any places to see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the Castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
That's all, thanks.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Afternoon, stranger. Looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm Tara, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the Deep Roads when that one came by. What was his name? Something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the Deep Roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
What are you looking for?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost ties. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her old house into the Deep Roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Gotta get us some more info anyways.
Well, all right.
No, we're not going to Deep Roads. Probably we should head to the Diamond Quarter, yeah? Or we should go in here first, maybe. But then we'll head to the Diamond Quarter, whatever. Hi, Dagn's dad, I think.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Jenna, do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
She wants to become a mage. I'd like to help her study with the mages.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
I want to help her, though, is the thing. I want to help her achieve her little goal.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
And just a little disturbing. Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
Maybe
I'm
it
guessing you
is.
haven't left yet.
Father doesn't want you going to the circle.
You talked to him? Of course he won't let me go. He wants to sell me off for the highest dowry. I don't care if I lose my caste. I'll stay on the surface forever.
I'll talk to the circle for you.
Thank you, thank you.
I guess I'll get back to that eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna show up at the circle.
Let me guess. This is where the rich dwarves live, yes?
Yeah, bro.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Can't go in there. Doesn't look like I can go in there.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh? Turn to Lord Harrowmont and assure the future of Dwarven society.
Ooh. Does better damage. I'll take that, actually. I don't know if I'll use it, but I'll take it. I'll talk to Lord Harrowmont.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Ferelden, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against a blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear.
I this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience?
You'd be nervous if someone was out to get you.
I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan. It's true.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
All into the proving this to where the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Just all nobles, huh? Where is the proving ground? Is it here or is it back where I came from?
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory. I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harrowmont think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarf forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
Okay, that's a palace. It's probably where Balin is. Assembly.
Wonder why they decided to build a city around streams of lava. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Ah, the Shaperate. There we go.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What harm would it do to let him preach?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzamar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Is there anything cool in here that I could grab?
Of course. As you desire.
Thank you. That's exactly what I meant. Trying to get some XP.
Lovely.
You rang?
Zev, do you mind? Damn it.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Sounds important, looking to hire help.
Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last Blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I will look. I promise.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless dedicated. News of the hour. Is Lord Balin considering a
2 years tomorrow.
Here we go, there's the proving grounds. We'll get to that in a minute.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
See if we can find those adorable little bastards.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean.
It seems darker this way. Perhaps this is how one leaves the Dwarven city.
Oh, I'm a boob. I'm going the wrong way. There's one. Go to the Hall of Heroes later.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
So let us pretend that I do indeed believe that murder is wrong.
We are not having this conversation.
Were I to believe such a thing, what would I do with it? Feeling guilt about things one can no longer change seems so very time-consuming with little hope for actual gain.
But you could change what you do in the future.
What would that require exactly? It seems to me that feeling guilty would take up a great deal of my time as it is.
Perhaps you could save a life instead. One for every life you have taken.
There he is. Jesus, where were you, bud?
I feel guilty as well.
Just come sprinting
Perhaps
up.
I could do one or the other.
It is not a game, Zephyrin. You either know right from wrong, or you do not.
I am so confused. I think I may cry. May I lay my head in your bosom?
No. No, you may not.
You're so very cruel. How is it that you do not feel guilty?
I feel guilty for ever having spoken to you.
I don't know whether I enjoy their interactions or I hate them. He's just like, ah, MILF.
Must the provings be so violent?
I don't know, milady.
The proving grounds. Blood sport entertainment for the masses. Best.
Still just sprinting. Hello.
Watch for Piotr Nydukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Rooston Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
So the proving is the tournament.
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
That's not nice. So if you'll just excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for.
Are you Basil Harrowmont?
I am. So if you're not here to... How do you know who I am?
If you tell me what's happening, I can help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But
a BMO?
Didn't exactly stop seeing.
It's a funny last name. So you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Would you fight again if your secret was safe?
There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
What evidence does Balin have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get those letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter, Miaja, has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrowmont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
And would I know where any of these people are? I'm not talking to the Proving Master yet.
Of course.
I'll talk to you in a second, Missy. Oh, is it the other door?
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
You're a shitty lockpick person, though.
This won't take long.
You're so bad at picking locks, hon.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Guards, remove this intruder.
could, like, seduce her. Probably not, huh?
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
I hear you've been threatening Harriman's fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
I'd like to see those letters.
I bet you would.
Just tell Basil Harrimont to fight.
Then you'll see them. On the front page of a broadsheet.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Damn it.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
You're quickly overstepping your welcome.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
I'm here to fight as Lord Harriman's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
I'm Tara of the Grey Wardens.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Fuck it.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are you waiting for? I want to fight.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there.
Alright, we'll try this.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paradons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harriman's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Aituken and our future King Balin.
For the glory of Lord Harrimont. You honor me with this fight, actually.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is... Yes.
Excellent. Let us go.
I'm game.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paradons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Harriman's champion takes on the notorious duo, the Warrior Caste Twin Terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, the Aja and Lukejar.
May the stone honor
When you fall.
Sure, and may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Not one. I beat the shit out of you guys.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go.
I don't know how long this goes on for.
This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Heramont's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the Paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanishan, who proves her worth to Paragon Ashdith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Bam.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who's my next opponent?
This should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin?
Just point me in the ring.
All right, then. I'll see you out there.
All right, we're gonna do this one more fight, and then we're gonna save.
This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiaksha fought as King Bloodvik II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
I choose Alistair of the Grey Wardens.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
I trust you to do this with me, babe. Trounced them.
Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Haramont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
I could use a rest first.
Very well.
We'll be waiting.
Alright, I don't know how much longer this goes on, but I am going to save and quit here. We've been on for a little bit. I think it's about time. If you've been enjoying the videos, if you've been enjoying the series, if you enjoy the game, what have you, would like to see more, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Maybe leave a comment if you're feeling generous. It would be helpful, also, if you could recommend this to your friends, maybe? If they enjoy fantasy games, they might enjoy this. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.